Hello friends, in this video we will see a demo on molecular docking using Gien dock suit. So it is one of the product of Gien Force AI driven drug technology. So I will show you what are the requirements for a docking and how we can perform a docking by using this Gien dock suit, and what are the requirements for a publication or the research of a docking. In the Google you type Gien Force, you will see this first website, Gien Force Technology AI driven drug discovery. Here you will see some of the tools of this Gien dock. One of the tools that we are looking at is Gien dock suite. So click here on get started. Firstly you have to register for it and then you can make a login. So for the registration you will require the name and your college name. If it is not, you can say for others, and your email ID. So then you will get a password. Already I have downloaded the Gien dock suite. So version you can see over here. So I have downloaded the free trial for 14 days. So here you can have 10 docking jobs per day. So for 14 days you can try it firstly, and later on you can use this plan. So already I have downloaded it, and when you will download it, you can download it from also the mail ID where you will receive the activation key. So there you will have the desktop version link to download. Just click on it. See, once you download it, you will see such kind of an interface of this Gien dock suite. So there are some key points that they are showing: load receptor, add ligand, define binding site, configure setting, and run docking. So just click on get started. So anyone who is new for the docking, just know why we are performing and docking. Like I will take one of an example. So I am looking here now. I want to study an Alzheimer disease with some of the test drug. So here there is an healthy brain, and this healthy brain, when acetylcholinesterase it increases, it can cause Alzheimer disease. It means that the acetylcholine which has been released from the neurons, and this neurotransmitter, when it has been released, acetylcholinesterase, what it does, it makes choline and acetate a separate molecule, due to which it is not available to get attached to a receptor. To block an Alzheimer disease, I need an acetylcholinesterase inhibitor. I, it represents an inhibitor. So then it will look like a moderate brain. So here when we select any kind of a disease, I firstly require the enzyme, receptor, or the protein. So here my protein, it is acetylcholinesterase. So where I will bind my drug. So first thing is that I have to upload the receptor. So to load and receptor, click on load and receptor. So here you can browse it from a local file also, or you can download it from RCB also. So that is a protein data bank, and so just click on it and you can enter the PDB ID. So I will show you what is this PDB ID. Once you come in the Google, just type PDB and you will get to this page. That is PDB homepage. Here I have selected one of the receptor. That name of this receptor, it is an acetylcholinesterase. So here you can based on the literature survey, so you can from the literature survey you can get this PDB IDs. You have to hunt for different articles. So I have hunted already in different articles and I have got this PDB ID. So it is always 4-digit PDB ID, and this PDB ID, it is connected with one of an standard drug, that is donepezil, and it is actually that experiment, it shows that there are two chains. So this two chain you can see here that one of the ligand it is best fitted, so that is E20, and one ligand it is worse fitted. So this E20 that I will require further, and that is fitted to an HN. So you can see that also below, so where it is fitted and how it has been fitted. So the details of you can see below here also. You can download the PDB format, legacy PDB format from here also, or either I will copy just this and I can get in this software, just I can type it and I can get the protein. So there are two chains, so chain A and chain B. Actually I will select the chain A where my standard ligand it has been attached. Now here the default, whatever the default they have given, just you keep it as it is. Charges, type of charges like Gastinger, Coleman charges, the hydrogen it should be polar, and the physiological pH it should be 7.4. Just keep it as it is, so don't change anything. Remove water molecules, remove heteroatoms, merge non-polar hydrogen. So you just keep it and click on prepare protein. So before that you have to select this chain. So select only a chain, or you can select any chain based on where our standard molecule it has been attached. So you have to do some research on this PDB firstly. So just click on the prepare protein, and now you can see the protein it has been prepared. And ligand, whatever the ligand it was been attached, so the ligand it is also been removed. Now protein it is ready. Further you will require the ligand that you have to add. So you can have the different kind of a structure or series of the ligand. So for that purpose, here you can add the ligand file, add a folder also, add smiles also. So you can add this and select one by one. Just I am having one of the ligand which already I have prepared. So you can draw it in a ChemDraw and then you can add it over here. Okay, I am having one of the ligand. And it should be actually in mole file or SDF file. Here it will show the valid status. Then click on the prepare ligand. So before that there are some things that you should know. Add hydrogen atoms. So they are required for polar hydrogen atoms. Generate 3D coordinates, energy minimization. Keep it as default, whatever the settings they are been given. So keep as it is and prepare the ligand. So now ligand is also prepared. You can see the ligand over here. Here you can see this ligand. If you want to focus on the ligand, there are some options like here. Focus on the protein, focus on the ligand. Just when I click on focus on the ligand, you can see it comes like this. Focus on the protein, so it will again focus on the protein. And if you want to keep it at center, it will come at the center again. Now further very important task is that grid selection. So when there was some pocket over here, and this pocket it was bind to one of a ligand, and this pocket we have to dock our ligand to this pocket only. So the standard ligand donazepine, like we have seen that it was attached to the chain A, and this chain A where it was been attached. So for that purpose we need to define the binding site. So when we need to define a binding site, the method is based on the co-crystal ligand. You can use this if you know the manual configuration, you can use that also. But I am using this because we have seen that in case of an this receptor, there was a co-crystal ligand. It is called co-crystal ligand. Donazepine, like it was the co-crystal ligand, so which was been attached. So here I have shown you earlier that it was E20. So just click on this E20 and this receptor. Use this molecule, and we have to revalidate firstly our docking. So use this ligand for it. Just click on it and click on validate the protocol. and then you apply the grid. Now already where the ligand it was, so these are the XYZ coordinate where the ligand it was. I will show you that these are the XYZ coordinate. You can see this kind of an interface over here, that this grid box, it is showing that this is an active pocket where the ligand it was attached, and it has calculated directly the grid box. So just apply on the grid and say OK. After that you go to an settings. So there are three precisions that you can use. So one is swift, precise and rigorous. So when you have very less molecules, you can go for a rigorous, 1 or 2 molecules. Precise, it will take a little bit time, and swift, it is like if you are having like 10-15 molecules at a time, you can go for this swift. But individually, if you want to choose, you want to be very rigorous, means you want to do a rigorous docking, you can have only 1 or 2 molecules over here. It will take a time. Scoring function, you keep it VINA or VINARDO or ADR4, so ATDOC4. So whatever you require it, everything it is correct. So exhaustiveness, you keep it 8. In case of some cases like you will require 32 exhaustiveness, so you can change it depending on how much it requires. So when you are having only one molecule which is having a good dock score and you want to again revalidate it, you can use 32 also. Binding modes, I will keep it 9 only. So whatever the default they have given over here, you just keep it and then you apply it. And then start run dock. So firstly, it will validate the protocol, and after validation we will have further docking. So the validation, it will take little bit of a time, and our RMSD value, it should be below 2. So I will show you what is this actually, a revalidation, what it is. See here, it will take little bit of a time. Now our validation protocol, it is complete. So RMSD value, it should be below 2, and if it is below 2, then only we can say that our validation, it has been passed. We can see now in the view in the 3D also. So superimpose the crystal and redock process in the 3D view. So what actually it is, you can see over here. If you see very closely, that you can see this box. See there is a receptor, and this receptor, it is having a pocket. It was having a pocket, and this pocket now exactly, just I will show you in an analysis also. So this pocket, it is exactly superimposing the crystal ligand, whatever the co-crystal ligand it was there, and it is superimposing on it. I can show you later on. Just we will click on run docking now. So now the docking, it has been started. We have validated, what we have validated actually, that our docking, it will be in this pocket only. So we have selected the grid, and also we have superimposed the co-crystal ligand with the extracted ligand. So I will show you that also, how it works. Our docking is completed. My score, it is -8. Now you can close it and now see in the analysis. So this is one of the best score that I have got. So just I will click on the pose number 1. So best poses that I have got. There are total 9 poses of one ligand. So these are the different poses. So just right click on it and view in the 3D. So you will get, see, this is our ligand where it has been docked. So this was the grid box that we have selected, and the revalidation, it has been done. Now you can take this picture of this either by a screenshot, either here you will have an option to save a screenshot, or directly if your laptop it is having an option of taking a screenshot, you can take it, or from file also you can import it. So you can import the results also, you can import the results as well as you can take a screenshot of it. And in the tools you will find a 2D interaction plot. So you can see over here a 2D interaction plot. So this is the 2D interaction plot that you will require for a publication. So these two are the important things. One is docking score, one is 3D image. So you can adjust the 3D image as per required. And third thing is that you will require the 2D. So from tools you can see the 2D. And one more thing that you will require, it will be an interaction table. So with which amino acid it is interacting. So this amino acid interaction table, it is also been shown over here. So you can download it to CSV file and then you can use it in the report writing. So these are the amino acids where it is interacting. Now I will show you the validation protocol what we were talking about. So just I will clear it. So the results that will be removed from here, it will be not directly removed or from the disk. So you can clear it, just clear it. And now I will import the validation protocol that I will show you. So this is the validation that we have done. Okay, just I will show you. Okay, so there are two molecules so which are being superimposed. So earlier I was showing that this was the grid box, and in this grid box we have done the revalidation. So revalidation means what? We have done the redocking. Already the co-crystal ligand, it was docked. You can see one of the in a purple color and one is in the green color. So purple color, it was an earlier co-crystal ligand, and again we extracted that co-crystal ligand and we have docked in the same position. And the RMSD value, it should be below 2. If it is below 2, then only it is then only we can say that this redocking, it is the protocol, it has been passed or it has been validated. If it is not, you cannot publish it, because the publisher, they asked whether you have performed the revalidation or not. Revalidation is the thing that the active site, wherever it is an active site, so docking should be at that active site only, in that grid box only. And we have done that revalidation again, and we have done the redocking, and the same at the same site and same position it has been superimposed, and RMSD value, it should be less than 2. So that we have seen over here, the RMSD value, it is less than 2. So thank you very much for watching the video. If you are having any doubts, you can comment me in the comment box section. Definitely I will answer it.